game, not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a long.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 44 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Jackson on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. This crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Minnesota.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Play action. Now Jackson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On now, Tucker McCann. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
go. Like 20. Switch player.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Kick is good.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gone.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked. Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
3rd and long. It's gone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Jake Bailey in.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
88. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. at the 45-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Complete. Jefferson the target. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Vikings 20, Patriots nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this one's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Goff going deep this time for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At their own,
we haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
To Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The kick is
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Vikings 34, Patriots nothing. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a first down throw, gone. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, gone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. It's just me and you. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the pass. Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
A gain of 18.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
20-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
And that's caught inside the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Todd fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
21-yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is gone. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Makes it.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, and finding the tight end Hooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it any.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jackson's
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
In your face.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch
Shell. Hey, 76. 76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Goff on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I know we love our jobs and pretty much any play.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Now Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough.
41.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mike
Mike Edwards picks it off. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 82.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a dump off here complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like that.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Bobby Wagner in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it brings up
fourth down. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Check right. Switch. Check 52. Check 2.
Hold on. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
39-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2-yard line. Today's final score, Vikings.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win.